Chapter 5, Excel 2019. Learning Outcomes. In this chapter, you will learn about spreadsheets in Excel 2019, familiarizing with Excel window, creating a new workbook, types of data in Excel, entering data in a worksheet, using autofill option, editing data in cells, saving a workbook.
Sukaba, we need your urgent help.
What happened, dear? Is everything all right?
No, our teacher has asked us to make a record of the total number of periods attended by each student for each subject. We will get tired adding up so many numbers.
No, do not do it manually. Use a spreadsheet app for that. It is an app mainly used for doing mathematical calculations and presenting data in the form of graphs and charts.
Sukaba, is that possible? Can you tell us how to use it?
Sure, why not? Let's quickly move on. Excel 2019. Look at the result sheet of 5 students in 3 different subjects. This is an example of a manual worksheet. When the worksheets are prepared on a computer using a special software, they are called spreadsheets. Spreadsheets are widely used for doing calculations and arranging data in an organized manner. They can also be used to prepare charts, tables, and graphs. If a person enters wrong data in a manual worksheet, he or she will have to recalculate the totals and averages. But if the spreadsheets are used to make such worksheets, the totals and averages are automatically corrected as soon as the wrong data is corrected. One of the popular spreadsheet application software is Excel. Let us learn about Excel 2019 in detail. Smart Connect. Dan Bricklin is called the father of the electronic spreadsheet. In 1978, he came up with the idea of an interactive visible calculator. Bricklin and Bob Frankston then co-invented the software program VisiCalc, which was the first spreadsheet application for personal computers. To start Excel 2019, follow the steps as shown in Figure 5.1. Step 1. Click on Start. Step 2. Click on All Apps. Step 3. Click on Excel. On starting Excel 2019, the Excel window opens. The various parts of an Excel window are shown below. Let us discuss each part of an Excel 2019 window. Title bar. The title bar is located at the top of the window. It shows the name of the workbook. It has 3 buttons: Minimize, Restore or Maximize, and Close buttons on the top right corner. Quick Access Toolbar. The Quick Access Toolbar allows you to access the commonly used commands easily. Ribbon. The ribbon is the strip of tabs and various options located above the work area. Some of the tabs are File, Home, and View. Each tab contains a number of related tools and options. File tab. The File tab is used to open new or existing worksheets and to save and print them. It has a new feature of Save as PDF, which can be used to convert a workbook into a PDF. Row numbers. Rows run horizontally in a worksheet, and each row is identified by a number as the row header. There are total 10,48,576 rows. A column letter and a row number together create a cell reference. Each cell in the worksheet can be identified by this combination of letters and numbers. For example, A2, C34 or E5. Column letters. Columns run vertically on a worksheet and each one is identified by a letter as the column header. There are total 16,384 columns. Active cell. We always enter data in an active cell. Different cells can be made active by clicking on them or by pressing the arrow keys on the keyboard. The active cell has a bold outline. The highlighted boundary of an active cell is called the cell pointer. Name box. The name box displays the name of the active cell. Formula bar. The formula bar displays the contents of an active cell. It can also be used to enter or edit data or displays the name of the active cell. Sheet tab. By default, there is one worksheet, Sheet 1, in an Excel file. You can add more worksheets by clicking on the Insert Worksheet button after Sheet 1. Each worksheet can be opened by clicking on the tab of that sheet. Scroll bar. There are two scroll bars, the horizontal and the vertical scroll bars. The horizontal scroll bar helps in moving the page to the left or right. The vertical scroll bar helps in moving the page up or down. Status bar. The status bar is located at the bottom of the window. It shows different view options for the workbook and also has a zoom slider at the right end. Creating a new workbook. A file in Excel is called a workbook. A workbook consists of one or more worksheets. A workbook can be compared to a notebook with different pages acting as worksheets. To create a new workbook, follow the steps as shown in figure 5.3. 1. Click on the File tab. 2. Click on New. A blank workbook opens. Quick tips. To create a new book, press on Ctrl+N keys. We can directly type cell address in the name box to go to that cell. Smart Connect. We can change the color of the Sheet tab on the status bar by right-clicking on the Sheet tab and choosing the tab color option. It will open the themed colors sublist from which we can choose a color for the tab. Types of data. Data in a cell can be of various types. Table 5.1 lists different data types in Excel 2019 and their uses. Data type used to store. General, data which has no specific format. Number, data in numbers or digits. Currency, data in terms of money. Accounting, data which has currency symbol and or decimal points. Short date, data in DDMMYY or DDMMYYYY format. Long date, data in the form of Monday, July 23rd, 1979. Time, data in the form of time. Percentage, data with percentage sign. Fraction, data in the form of P/Q. Scientific, data has large number of digits. Text, text or numbers not to be included in calculations. Special, data which has special features such as PIN code, telephone number and so on. Custom, data which does not fit in any of the above formats and needs a different and unique format. Entering data in Excel. To enter data in Excel, click on the cell where you want to enter the data and start typing. When you have finished typing the data in the cell, press the Enter key to move to the next cell below the active cell. To move to the adjacent cell, press the Tab key. However, sometimes long data cannot be seen completely while entering the data. In such a case, you can enter data by typing it in the formula bar. Step 1. Click here to select the cell where the data is to be entered. 2. Enter the data. Step 3. Click on the formula bar and type in it if the data is long. Autofill. The autofill option is used to fill a series of data in the adjacent cells. To enter the same data in several adjacent cells, first click on a cell and enter the data. Bring the pointer to the bottom right corner of the cell. The pointer will change to a solid plus sign. Click and drag this pointer to the cell till where you want the data to be filled in. Release the mouse after you reach the cell. The same data will be copied to the selected cells. Refer to figure 5.7. You can enter different data in a particular series in the adjacent cells. For example, the days of a week, months in a year, serial numbers, skip counting, and so on. Enter the data in the first two consecutive cells. Click on the first cell and without releasing the mouse button, drag to select the second cell as well. Release the mouse button. Bring the pointer to the bottom right corner of the second cell. The pointer will change to a solid plus sign. Click and drag this pointer to the cells where you want the data to be filled in. Release the mouse after you reach the cell. The series will be entered in all the selected cells. Refer to figure 5.8. Editing data in cells. To change the text in a cell, for example, A1, select the cell and start typing. Any text typed previously would be erased. If you need to edit the text in case you have made a spelling mistake or you want some new data to replace the existing data, then double-click on the cell. A cursor will appear. You can move the cursor using the arrow keys. The text can now be changed, entered, or deleted. Once you edit the text, press the Enter key. This can also be done by clicking on the cell and then clicking on the text on the formula bar. Quick tips. To edit the contents of a cell, select the cell and press F2 key. Saving a workbook. You can save a workbook made in Excel. To save a workbook as a file, follow the steps as shown in figure 5.9. In Excel, a workbook is saved with the extension .xlsx. Step 1. Click on the File tab. The Backstage view will appear. Step 2. Click on the Save or Save As option. Step 3. Click on this PC option to open the Save As dialog box. Step 4. Enter a suitable name for the workbook in the File Name text box. Step 5. Click on the Save button to save the workbook.